I have so much food ready to harvest right now that it's slightly overwhelming. We started growing food last year in buckets in our driveway. This is the first year we're really growing to scale, and I am very impressed with how much we've gotten so far. We're starting to fill up the freezer with food we've grown ourselves. I'm starting to dabble around with canning and filling up the pantry shelves, and we're eating something fresh from the garden almost every single day. And I'm honestly impressed with my green thumb. It feels like second nature to me, and it really feels super easy now that all of our beds are built back here and everything's planted for the year. So come with me as I pick our biggest harvest yet. And I'm gonna start with my zucchini. And if you know anything about zucchini, you know once it starts growing, it does not stop. I'm coming back here every single day and picking at least 2 to 3 zucchini off my 2 massive zucchini plants I have right here. To where honestly, I would not be upset if the cucumber beetles killed my zucchini plants, because I've gotten so much zucchini that I already got my money's worth of zucchini this year. Three zucchini. You know, you really have to start getting creative with zucchini once it starts coming in. So some ways that I've used my zucchini so far is, one, I've just grilled it. I just sauteed it on the stove with some garlic and butter. Then I made zucchini brownies, which I tricked my kids. They had no idea there was zucchini in the brownies. I was rolling. I've made zucchini fries, and those turned out really good. I've given some away to people at work. And my next thing with my zucchini is I'm gonna make a mock apple pie. Look at this beautiful green pepper. Holy smokes. Look at that. Well, would you look at that? Beautiful. So I made a few batches of peppercini and sweet banana peppers with the peppers that I'm pulling out from my garden back here. And I didn't know that they shrunk so much in the canner. So after they were done in the water bath canner, I pulled out the jars, and I was very disappointed to see that half of the mason jar was now empty, even though when I packed them, I thought that they were tight. I didn't want to squish my peppers, you know, but I for sure know next time I am shoving them in there very, very, very tightly so I don't lose that much space in my jars. Crap. I just pulled a ton of pepperoncinis off my 2 plants, and I left a ton on the branches as well to get a little bit bigger before I come back and pick them. Something I'm gonna try really hard to do, which I know it's hard because the urge to pick what I see is very big sometimes, but I'm gonna try to leave my peppers on the plant till they get a decent size, because I know for the first like 2 weeks that I was seeing peppers, I was picking, you know, for instance, I would pick probably, if I were me 2 weeks ago, I'd probably pick this one right here. And that could stay on another day or 2 and get a significant amount bigger. So I just get more bang for my buck if I just be patient and leave them on the vines. So leave them on the stems. So that's what I'm gonna try to do with all my pepper plants. On the flip side, I do hear that the more you harvest your peppers, the more the plant starts to reproduce and it produces more peppers. Got just another handful of banana peppers. This is the job that's gonna take the longest. It's searching through my bush beans. I already know it's gonna be a hot and sweaty task, but let's see how many I can pull. I already see a big, massive one that I should have already pulled. Look at this bad boy. Oh yeah. Let me tell you a story while I'm looking for these green beans. Last week I'm out here harvesting just a few things from the garden. I think peppers and a green pepper, and pretty much everything you just saw was probably in this basket I was hauling back up to my house. Now, I have my Crocs on, mind you. I was just doing a quick little garden harvest, nothing crazy. I don't even think I was taking a video that day. So I was just walking up to my house, Crocs and all, no socks in my Crocs. And I must have swiped a bee that was in the grass, swiped it, it got into my Croc hole, and stung my big toe. Now, when I tell you, I was in shock. I thought I stepped on glass. I didn't know what was happening. I screamed, I dropped my basket. I was like, texting my husband. I said, I'm hurt, help, come out here. And I said a few cuss words along with that message too. When I kicked off my crock and saw a big freaking hornet come out of my crock, I could not believe the chances of getting stung kicking a bee that's just, you know, hanging out in the grass. Like, what are the chances that that happens to someone? So, moral of that story is do not wear Crocs in your garden because you don't know. I have ticks out here. I have bees hanging out in my grass apparently. I know I have snakes out in my yard. That's why I decided it was time to get some gardening boots. Now look at these. Look how pretty. Look at them. Would you look at them? Now these boots are waterproof. They're super easy to slide on, super easy to rinse off after the work in the yard's done. I wear them out in my chicken coop almost every single time I go out to my chicken coop. Very, very easy. They're nice. They're so comfortable. They have a type of like memory foam inside. If you need new boots, I highly recommend these, and I'll leave a link in the description if you want to check them out. Everywhere I look, there's just green beans. Decent sized green beans too, you know. This little guy just jumped out at me from nowhere. Not gonna hurt you, little guy. I just need to get my beans. I get to pick a couple off my Cherokee Trail of Tears green beans. That's exciting. That took so long and so much of my energy getting those green beans out of those two beds, but look at how many I got. I got so many green beans coming in. And only half of my plants are producing, so I don't know what I'm gonna do if my bush beans are still producing when my pole beans really start pushing in the beans. I'm gonna be overloaded. I just picked up this basket and it is heavy. I have a ton of butternut squash growing as well in this bed. I have 6 plants in this bed and they're just going overflowing the sides. I mean, I see so many squashes too. So if you have a good squash recipe, send it my way. I have a ton of good looking tomatoes, but none of them are ready to pick yet. I probably have about 60 tomatoes all along this tomato wall right here. So much wildlife. Oh, little froggy. Now I haven't been getting a ton of strawberries, but all of them that I am getting, besides the couple that we've eaten right off the vine, I have a freezer bag in my freezer filling up with homegrown strawberries. So little by little, I might possibly get enough for a little thing of jam at the end of the season, but if not, I'll just throw them in a smoothie or something. If you're new here, I planted 150 potato plants right here behind me in my backyard. At the beginning of the season, I had very high hopes. I thought for sure this would be the thing that saved us the most money, but now, not so sure about that. But one of my potato plants officially died all the way back, so I'm gonna pull up the straw and see what's underneath. Fingers crossed, I'm gonna need it. This is the plant that shriveled up and died. I have no idea why it looked like this not that long ago. All right, let's see what we're gonna be working with. Nothing yet. Oh, I see something. You gotta be kidding me. That's what I got so far. That cannot be the only thing down here. All right. That ain't bad. That's not a bad sized potato. Can I get another one? Yeah, I got another baby one. Oh, yes. Come on, give me another one. Oh, my seed potato. Ugh, gross. Give me another one. Give me another one. I tried very hard to find more potatoes in that spot, and I just don't think there's any more. But I am pleasantly okay with what I ended up with from that one potato plant. As silly as it might look, I mean, I got 2 okay sized potatoes and 2 baby sized potatoes out of one plant. I mean, whatever. Not the best, but I could have none at all, so I guess there's the plus side. Let's go grab my chicken eggs before I talk about my squash bug problem. I have 15 hens here in my backyard, and it's a little bit much for my family to keep up with the egg supply. I mean, we're getting close to a dozen every single day. And my kids are now sick of eggs, and you know, when only you and your husband will willingly eat them, 12 is just too much for 2 people. Today it looks like we have 3, 6, 8. We got 8 eggs today, but it's also in the 90 degrees here in Ohio today, so maybe they're taking a break from laying and focusing on staying cool. If you want to start growing your own food, you really just have to start. Let this video be proof that anyone can start growing their own food. We are in no way, shape, or form pros. We're just a couple people, mainly me, who wanted to start a garden and have the chickens and stuff, and we're doing it. And that's really the only difference between me and you if you haven't started yet. I mean, look at how much food I just pulled from my yard, and this is just one day. This doesn't even include all the other times. This doesn't even include the rest of the week that I've came out here and grabbed the same amount of food and took it inside. The food that we eat fresh, the food that I already put in my freezer, the food I already canned up. I mean, the food that's still yet to come. We're only in the middle of July. If I can do this, anyone can do this. And you don't need a big old yard either. You can start in buckets just like we did. But let's talk about my cucumber beetles real quick, because I started seeing them maybe 2 weeks ago. And I was super nervous they were gonna destroy my zucchini, my butternut squash, my cucumbers before I even had the chance to harvest anything from those crops. But let me tell you what I just found. One, I was out here every day at war attacking these cucumber beetles, throwing them in soapy water, trying to catch them, spray them with neem oil, spray them with spinosad. And I see a lot less these days, but I'm still finding them. I actually haven't seen any on my zucchini, but I am still seeing them over on my cucumbers and over on my butternut squash. So I was just spraying them with spinosad or neem oil and trying to pick them off real quick, but sometimes they are just too fast. So I found this little vacuum thing. I kid you not, if you have problems with cucumber beetles, this is the way to go. I'll link it down below just in case you want to check it out for yourself, but let me tell you about this thing. There is a downside, and I'm gonna get to that straight off the bat. I'll just start with it. This little nozzle thing does not attach like the other attachments do. But once you start sucking, once you turn it on, it doesn't fall off. So it's good after that. Thing has a 30-minute battery. Once you turn it off, it falls off, and that really gets on my nerves. So if you do get one of these and you want to look for another one that maybe like attaches on, like screws on or something, I'd probably suggest that you look for one that actually screws on instead of just like suctions on once it's on. So far I brought this out here with me twice. I got 2 leaves of eggs and I got 4 cucumber beetles total, but with so much less effort than I was just hand picking them. So I just searched and searched my garden, and of course I can't find any cucumber beetles while I'm out here looking for them for you guys, but I did find a little patch of eggs, so let me show you how easy this thing is to suck them up. All right, here's the eggs. All gone. I literally can't believe I'm out here hoping to find a cucumber beetle just so I can show you how easy it is to suck them up. But here I am. Anyways, if you're fighting against cucumber beetles and you want a more efficient way of attacking them, I highly suggest this. This is just the beginning of our season. We still have so much food to harvest back here. If you like this video and you want to see more of us, I'll put another video up on screen I think you'll enjoy. Till then, stay blessed, stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next one.